The Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA, is the CARICOM agency that works in disease prevention, expert laboratory service, and disease surveillance, as well as the overall promotion and protection of health in the Caribbean. Dr. James Hospedales is the executive director of CARPHA.
Well, since last year, when this became a problem in South America, we stepped up in capabilities and alerted all the countries. So we're getting in from all the countries as they suspect cases, specimens for testing. The rate of confirmation, and we've also enhanced our testing. So, for example, Zika presents with fever, rash, muscle aches and pains, which could be measles, it could be dengue. And the surveillance systems that we have for that, we have enhanced surveillance for Zika, that if they're negative for dengue, if they're negative for chikungunya, then we would look at to see if Zika is creeping in. So that's one of the first things to do, to characterize the epidemic. Where is transmission taking place? Who are the people most affected? And so the labs play a key role at the beginning of an epidemic. We're not attempting to track cases in this epidemic because 3/4 of people who are affected have no symptoms. So we're focused on our testing on detecting newly infected areas, helping to investigate outbreaks and complicated cases. The whole development with Zika virus apparently causing microcephaly in babies born to pregnant mothers who get infected while they're pregnant. That's new, and we're currently reevaluating what sort of testing protocols and building of capacity in countries we'll need to do in the next year or two.
Zika has preoccupied people all over the world, and in the Caribbean, it's no different. The newness of the disease in this region and the possible links to other conditions being investigated has led to the spread of some misinformation as well.
Whenever a new disease emerges and things are unclear about what is really causing it, you tend to find a lot of theories, conspiracy theories. So people will claim it's the larvicide, it's a genetically modified insect, it was a vaccine that was given at the same time. And all of those have to be looked at, and there are ways to assess whether this has substance or not. So take the issue of the larvicide. But it doesn't make sense because this chemical is used right across the world, has been used for many years. So if there had been this sort of association, it would more than likely have been picked up before. My wife's a veterinarian. It's used at home for flea control in our own house. So I think that's unlikely.
There's a lot scientists still don't know about the virus, and the definitive links will take some time to confirm. But Dr. Hospedales says that when it comes to the link between Zika and microcephaly, the evidence is convincing.
There are a number of things, steps you go through, again, with a new disease before you definitely say this is the cause. And the evidence is getting stronger and stronger and stronger that this is what it is.
For educational purposes, the link to microcephaly is when the pregnant woman contracts Zika at what point in her pregnancy?
The risk period seems to be the first 3 to 6 months, especially the first trimester, which is how other viruses that cause those problems also behave, like take rubella, German measles. If you get that in the first 3 to 6 months of pregnancy, you have a higher chance of getting a problem with the baby. So this is consistent. So it's the first 3 to 6 months.
Another disease that has been shown to have a strong connection with Zika is the Guillain-Barré syndrome. GBS, as it is known, causes the immune system to attack the body's nerves, which leads to weakness and, in severe cases, temporary paralysis. According to Hospedales, Zika is not only a health issue, but an economic and environmental issue as well. It can also have devastating effects on our tourism product. All these reasons are why the leaders in CARICOM are concerned.
The CTO did an estimate that if there were a 2% decline in tourism, it translates to 200 to 400 million loss in revenues. And if it's sustained, we may be talking about 500 million to $1 billion in loss if it's sustained for 2 or 3 years. One of the most important things to consider with Zika virus is to realize that this is spread by the same mosquito that spreads dengue and chikungunya. And to stop mosquitoes breeding in and around the house and stop them biting, particularly if it's a pregnant woman, a person who has chronic health problems, then you really want to avoid being bitten by mosquitoes. And stay informed, stay tuned to how this disease moves through our region.